Good evening. What's up, peeps? How you doing? Hope everybody's here, doing okay.
Good evening, everybody.
Think we're live. I don't know. Are we live? Tell me. Are we
I
live?
think we're here.
I don't know.
Can everybody hear us out there?
Well, it says they're live, but it's not. It's not going. Everything on my computer's been messing up, man. Everything's going slow mode. Like I'm trying to go live. I was looking at Kitco earlier. It wasn't coming up.
Yeah, I know. You notice I listed that platinum, and then platinum goes down. All that platinum I
Yeah, I
showed
seen
today.
that.
What the heck's up with that?
So I said, hopefully, I said hi to everybody in the show.
Oh, I'm hoping I did too. I tried to.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is how they say it. I think. I don't know. So hello, everybody. I think I got down to Rhonda. So looks like Steve LaPointe's there now. Hello, Steve. And whoever else just happened to pop in. And then John goes, "Are you real?" So, guys, got a message pinned at the top of the chat. It says, please begin questions with 3 question marks to make your questions more noticeable. So, there's that. So, yeah. Gold's been shaking a little bit. It's been staying above that 2,500 mark. It fell down, to 2,575 today?
It's
Something like
closer to
that.
26 than it is 25.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to break that 2,600 level. I think once it gets there and stays up there a few sessions, I think we'll see some new lows coming in because it's been like I said, it's hovering close to that 26, 25.75 is
I
the
think we
lowest.
got some more climbing to do before we seal down.
Yeah, what's up, Az? How are you? Hello. Qua Qua uh, Quahog Stacker, hello. So you went to a show last week. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I don't know.
We can
You
hear
were
you.
in Tampa. Well, I know you can hear me. I don't know if they can hear me. And
Well, as long as they can hear me, that's all that counts, right, guys?
that is all that counts. You made a video. Yeah.
I did.
Something happened. The earth fell off of something. I don't know. He made a video. He showed some nice coins, collectible coins, some bullion stuff. All higher tiered bullion, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not just bullion; it's collectible stuff, guys. I know Keith's knowing. I've been meeting with some of the mints, and we are moving into a different avenue than what we're used to. So we're going to be dealing in with high-end collectibles and low-end collectibles now. We'll still be doing bullion, but we're moving more into that stuff.
I seen some silver, floating silver on your video. It was one of the first things you showed.
Oh, the double dragon that China made. Do you love that?
It looked similar to stuff from South Korea. Was that from China?
No, that was from China.
Wow. That was pretty cool. You put your hand under it. I noticed you didn't put your hand all the way under it because maybe if you did, it might have fell on your hand.
Oh, no, it'll still go.
Will it still go?
Yeah, it's a magnet. I just kind of I was stretching out to do it.
Wouldn't your hand block the magnetism?
Oh no, a magnet will shoot through your skin, buddy. I'm sorry,
I don't
especially
know.
with that high tech magnet.
How about someone put their hand on top of it and then you do that and see
Then it's gonna probably fall.
Yeah, I think it would. So yeah, if one of the mods want to throw a link up to his video, that'd be great. It was a 6-minute video, not too short, not too long. A lot of interesting stuff. I mean, I love the collectibles too. I seen that 1914 St. Gaudens.
Oh yeah, guys. A little story about that. I didn't actually buy that at the show. We had that in a different holder. I was talking to Keith about it just before the show. The reason why I counted in is to buy there because I cut it out of that holder. Did not like the way they graded it or called it. So I took it to the number 1 grader, NGC, and let them grade it. I mean, I know I'm getting old and maybe my eyes are getting a little weak, but I've been grading a long time and I just had a little problem. I won't mention what grading company, but they gave it a piss poor grade.
Anyway, guys, the more questions you ask, the more exciting the show is. So please ask questions.
What
Sir
would
Alfred's got a question
money
here. He
do?
says, "What's would smart money do if the option were quarter ounce gold eagle or $5 gold Indian?" I'm gonna let you answer that because I talk a lot.
Well, let me answer with this. What year is that Indian?
Let's just say it's a common.
I'll still take the Indian over the
Yeah,
quarter.
why am I so pale? I look gray, don't I? I think it's a shirt. I think this color shirt makes me look gray. Maybe I should put a gray shirt on and then I wouldn't look.
Maybe, guys, he just got like older, like 90 or so. I mean,
If I had one of my gray coin crew shirts, I'd throw it on
but
right.
anyway, guys, no, if I had a choice, and that's what my choices was, I would definitely take the Indian.
I prefer Indian gold. I like old gold. I mean, it's just me.
But now, if you're doing it for stacking, yes, that quarter ounce gold, if it's a raw Indian, is going to be worth more. But if you got it in a 6-3 holder or better, no, you got the collector part in there too, even on a common.
Stephen Point says half carat, half a percent cut. How much would you expect gold and silver to go to? I'm not quite understanding what you're talking about.
A fifty
Oh, he's talking
percent.
about the rate cut. The rate cut, half a point rate cut.
He
Okay.
said 50%. Yeah, 0.5. Yeah.
0.5% cut. I think he's talking about the interest rates the Fed's talking about doing tomorrow. Uh, it's anybody's guess. I mean, nobody has a crystal ball. I think it'll go up, but how high, we don't know. It'll be good for gold. It'll be good for silver. That's my thoughts on it.
It'll be good for the economy if they could really
Yeah,
pull it
it
off.
would definitely be good for everybody. Our 1949D and $5 Liberty collectible.
Of course they are.
No, they wouldn't because they didn't make one. 1949? I think he means 1849,
Yeah,
Delonte.
1849 D.
Yeah, if you're talking to 1949, I've never seen that coin, Juan. Would you buy silver bullion coins with milk spots? Good question.
Oh,
My,
yeah, I'll buy silver with milk spots.
it just depends on how much the premium is.
There's going to be no premium, even if it's an eagle. If you got milk spots, it's silver,
Yeah,
buddy.
even if it's in a 70 holder, milk spots, they just take away from the value. They say milk spots don't affect the grade, but you know what?
They
In
won't
my
even
opinion,
grade.
they
If they
still
got milk
grade.
spots, they won't grade them now. If they already get in the holder and they get them, don't pull them out because they're not going to get regraded.
Okay, Against an Army is reiterating, please begin questions with 3 question marks. Make your questions noticeable. Because when I start falling behind in the chat, I will skip over everything except for question marks. When you put the question marks there, it doesn't have to be a question. This has to be something you want me to highlight. Because I always
Now,
want.
would you take a Stella $4 gold over a 1 ounce gold eagle?
Yeah. Do you think gold and silver would drop with the upcoming weeks? I don't think so. I
I
think
don't. I think you might see it kind of shake a little bit. But no, I don't see it dropping.
I think as I reiterated on Silver Seekers video on this stream on Tuesday nights, I think 2,500 is the new floor, the new norm, so to speak. So even if it does drop, I don't think it's going to drop a noticeable amount. Hello, Robert Reese. Hope everything's going better for you, my friend. Okay, Lick says he's talking about gold and silver. Probably won't change for it's already priced, baked in, so to speak. Um, yeah, it could already be baked in, but I still think we're going to see a bump with the Fed cuts. I mean, it's like I don't know. I guess you could say, yeah, your food's already cooked, but you're going to throw it in the microwave to warm it up. I think people are going to see a little bit of a rise um, in it just because it happens, whether to stay up or not. No, not sure what you're talking about, Juan. If you're saying no on what we said on that 1949D. Curious, Max. Thank you for the question, my friend. What materials are safe for coin storage, and could you recommend any brands? Non PVC plastics are always good.
If you're talking silver, non PCGS holders is always good.
Not PCDS holders. They do have a problem with
It's
turning
that
the
ring they
modern
got. They
silver.
still have not got rid of it. They need to.
It's,
They've had that ring since 2014.
it's something to do with their packaging, and it only affects the modern more so on
Yeah,
the bullion side.
I just had to cut out a 2006 three-piece set, and they were in 70 holders because they turned.
He's, oh God, I don't even know what that means, Welchco. That's how old. Keith has his Aztec gold, I guess. Oh, Keith still has his Aztec gold. How old? That's how old. Not sure, but I think that's
Uh,
what you're saying, Welchco.
I think he was trying to get you to yawn on that one.
Yeah, he probably. Thoughts on a 925 ring, turning a little goldish in color on the edge and back of the ring. Well, that don't sound like it should turn goldish in color unless it's just, dirty, or maybe your acid on your. Some people are more acidic than others, so that could change the color. What do you think, bro? Anything besides clean it?
I
No
would dip
question.
it, and if it don't come out, then I got a funny feeling you got you a plated ring, buddy.
That's possible, even if it's 925.
They are selling rings even in the malls out in the middle that everybody knows they are not truly sterling silver and gold,
How's
and they're
this
getting
for
away with
question?
it.
How's this for question marks? They're nice ones. I bought 400 uh, ASC cardboard Mylar flips for 350. Was it a good deal? The flips? Uh, yeah,
I think you did a great deal.
yeah. Even cardboards, yeah. 400 count of any of that stuff. That's a great
That's
deal.
right.
You can't even buy them wholesale for that.
If you're tired of them, just send it to one of us. We'll buy them from you for that.
Is Stacks and Bowers a reputable auction site?
Hang on a second.
I think they are. Let's see how we do that. Here, we'll mute him for a second. He'll unmute it when he comes back. Is Stacks and Bauer a reputable auction site? I think they're very reputable. We buy stuff and sell them stuff all the time. I don't have a problem with that particular company. There's a lot of auction companies out there that are reputable. LL, thank you for the comment. Where the beautiful Mrs. Coin Crew will she be making an appearance? I don't know. Maybe ask the chat. Maybe try to tag her. She could be in there. She's in the other room right now. Don't know if she'll be making an appearance or not. What's the most valuable coin you have sold in your coin shop? What's the most valuable coin you have bought? I really don't like to talk about the value of coins, as far as the most expensive one I bought or have. But what I will tell you, it's in the 5+ figures. Okay, it looks like
Sorry about that.
she's not making an appearance.
Oh,
She just coming here and stowed it. Oh, she forgot. She forgot. She's in the TV watching the other, so are in the other room watching the TV. She forgot we went live. So here we go. What makes an American coin valuable besides being made of gold, silver, and other precious metal? I would say mintage. What do you say, bro?
I would say mintage, and sometimes the mintage it takes, and we talked about that a little bit before the show. We was talking about some of the old gold at 63 and under. It's really cheap, but if it makes 64 or better, it just flies off the handle sometimes. Just like that 14 that I graded. I
Mintage.
needed to at least get 64 to turn to me double its value.
Mintage does it. Varieties or errors can do it. It's just
Oh
about like
yeah.
any other coin, but it's definitely not. In most cases, it's not because they're awesome. They're pretty. Just but there are a few cases where the coin is actually beautiful. But a
And
lot of them,
if you got some coins and you guys are not for sure, you can reach out to one of us, or you can look online. Now, just remember, sometimes online is misleading, but if you get a really nice coin, you think it's valuable, reach out to one of us. We'll help you make sure that you got what you got.
yeah, a lot of other countries make more beautiful coins than we make here in the U.S. Having said that, toning can also play a big factor
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
I got some beautiful
And
tone dollars.
Against an Army was saying, "What about that ringtone?" I was getting into that. I think he's asking the person that was asking about it. Ringtone oh, I'm stupefied. I guess I don't know. Ringtoning around the coins is nice. I'm not sure if he was talking about the ringtoning on the sterling ring or toning on the coin. But yeah, nice ringtoning, especially if you get a one of the hard colors to get on toning is red on
Well,
silver.
look at that eagle I had, that flaming orange.
Yeah.
That was
Uh,
a beautiful eagle. It's
Bart,
gone now. It's in somebody else's possession.
Bart Cummings says the history makes
Kind
it.
of
Yeah,
miss
I
it.
made a video on that. I made a short on that.
Yeah, I kind of miss it, but it brought the right money and it had to go.
Not sure what this is. Looks like a little TV. Maybe he's saying Angel's watching TV. There she is. There she is. What's up, teacher? Okay, here's a long question. We're going to try to read it. What has been the most valuable for selling your coins? Online auction, selling in person store sales? How do coin stores sell if they don't have an interactive website? Coin shows.
We do shows, but I mean, I have a good following of people that also come in my store. So
I do about the same all the way around.
I don't sell a whole lot on the website. We cut out our eBay store because I mean, we and a lot of people. I do a lot of shows, as Keith knows. They know when I got nice coins. I actually sold my 89 Carson City and a 61 this weekend. Cried a little bit as it went, but it brought the money I was asked.
Yeah, there's a lot of different avenues that coin do. Sometimes we don't even sell it through our store or website or coin
But if
show.
you guys watch my video, you'll see there's still a really nice 93 Carson City and a 63 holder.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Yeah.
Those of us that watch. Mike, did you know you can tune that piano, but not if you?
Well, I know I can, but this arthritis, I just can't get rid of it. But Keith has that same piano at his house.
No, I don't. I've got this shelf back here.
No,
Just sitting
no.
here watching, having a
Show him your
snack,
living
looking
room.
something
Show him
like
your
this.
living room.
Ooh, me going to my
Yeah,
living room?
yeah.
I don't
Show him
know if
your
I
living
can
room.
do that. Oh, here, my
See there?
living room.
Yeah, I told you he's got the same piano. Oh, now he's got silver laying
Here's my
all
living
over
room
his
right
house.
here.
Look at there. Now, guys, all that gold back there, he's selling for $100 a coin. Take advantage of it while you
All right,
can.
we ain't talking no more to you. We're done. We're done. I meant the ringtone on Mike's phone.
What
All righty
ringtone?
then. Oh, yeah, he's talking about your phone rang a while ago, and that's what he was
Oh
talking.
yeah, I know. I had a phone call.
Slick visuals. Last Tulsa Coin Show was cool. Lots of varieties of coins. Thank you for saying that, Slick Visuals. We appreciate it. You should come next year.
Yep, we added another 100 tables in, guys, and we are on the verge of selling it out.
Keith, did you see Ink has popcorn? No, I didn't, man. But you should give me some. I pop that microwave popcorn in a lot. Maybe a bag once, twice a week. And then sometimes you'll be eating it. And I'm like, man, I need just a little more. So you cook that second bag and try to get the wife to eat the other half. You need just a little bit more. So, yeah. Mike, you need to clean the living room. She talking to you, not me.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for Teach to come and do it.
If you need a digital piano tune, I can hook you up.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
He wants to know what that ringtone is. He likes it on your phone.
I don't remember. Call it and then I'll know. Can you call my number again? I forgot what tone it was.
I don't know. Should I call him?
Yeah, go ahead and call him. Let's get this out for everybody.
I guess we can call him. Here, let's see. Let's check it out. Is this it? It's not ringing, man.
You didn't call me yet.
Yeah, I did.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the one that was playing with him. We don't want to talk to him. Hang that darn phone up.
He hung up on me, guys. Ain't that something?
Oh, somebody texted me.
It's my wife texting you for hanging up on me.
Someone texted me and said they're having a premiere during my show. Oh, right.
Really?
Yeah, we're not going to say who it is, though. Oh, we done with that. Mustang Dave's got a question right here. Did I miss somebody else first? I was talking to you, Keith. All the coins piled up. Yeah, I don't have that many coins in my living room. I'm just going on. Which grading companies are committed to the next Tulsa show? That's a great question, Mike. You should.
You know what?
Dave's
Here's
question.
what I'm going to say to that one. You guys got to come and find out.
Are we going to have some? I'm not saying all, but are some of the same graders going to be there as there was last year? Can you at
All I
least
can
answer?
say is you got to come. It's
Oh,
going to
I
be
want
better.
so
All I'm going to
bad.
say, it's going to be better than last year. So you got to come and see who else is coming now.
Okay, yeah, exactly what I thought. Juan has a question here or a statement. Where's it at? Okay. Juan says he in his comment he said 1949D, and I was saying it's probably an 1849D because they did not make. Yeah, that's a good coin. Even as ugly as it is, because of its Dahlonega gold, it's beautiful.
What grade is it? BF what? 35?
You ain't even worth seeing. We ought to get you out of here. 1849. Yeah, let's make it bigger.
VF 35, right?
Oh,
That's a $3,600 coin.
I like it.
Excuse me.
Is there another picture? Yes, there's another picture. Ooh, I like it.
It's in the right holder.
Yeah.
It's in one of the two best grading companies, so it's worth $3,600. I got
Nice
it pulled up
coin.
already. I pulled it up on my thing.
There was that email from Juan. That's what I read a while ago. He put the questions there. Run a turnover goes not fair. No, it's not fair. Juan, whenever you want to get rid of that, buddy, I'm right here. I need a Dahlonega and a Charlotte gold. I do not have any of those. Still looking for them.
I just graded a C from somebody.
Yeah, for somebody else.
I know.
And
he don't want to
says, what do you predict gold and silver in the next upcoming weeks? Well, it's hard to put a number on it, L. What do you think, Mike? Can you put a number?
What's that?
Gold and silver price.
I'm sorry.
In the short term.
I do not have a crystal ball, so I can't answer that one.
I think it's going to stay strong. It could ease back, maybe a little
Well,
hiccup,
I
but I
feel
think it's going
comfortable where it's at. I think it's going to move a little bit, but as far as putting a number on it, I ain't going to do that.
yeah, I think it's going to move maybe a little back and then up. Hoping it'll break that 2,600 mark and stay there for at least 3 or 4 sessions. Because if it does, that will definitely be a bright side
I'm
for me.
not afraid to invest in it.
No, I'm still buying it. Still buying it. God bless you. Thank you, Welchco. I'm guilty of sneezing all the time. I don't know if he was talking to me or you, or I don't know. So, yeah, your show. Let's get back to it. What happened? Anything exciting happened down there?
What show?
The show you just went to in Tampa. He already forgot where he went.
Oh, well, let's see. There was about 12 to 14 of us went out on Friday night, and last night of the show. We had the U.S. Mint, we had SD Bullion, we had Jones and Jonesboro Boys. It was a packed house, but we had fun.
So, was there anything like interesting? I mean, sometimes you go to a show
Oh
and
yeah, I guess there was something interesting. I mean,
there's always
the
something.
first 3 days was super slow. You can count the people coming in. They was charging $15 a day, or you saved a little bit if you bought a 4-day pass,
I don't like going to shows where they charge a head count.
and it was $25 a part. On Saturday, they decided to remove that, so now they had people walking around with 4-day badge wanting some money back.
Oh yeah, I would too. Um, so
But at
yeah,
that point, I was already wore out and tired, and I was packing up and going home. I didn't care.
well, A&A charges, but they advertise ahead of time. If you don't want to pay, you can come on Saturday and it's free. I don't mind people charging for a particular 1 or 2 days, but to charge for every day, it kind of puts the crimping on you buying coins.
Well, now wait a minute. The
But
A and
for a good
A,
price, it's
the A
not
and
bad.
A, yes, they charge unless
You're an A&A
you're
member.
a member or you join the membership. So, in other words,
Yeah.
you can waiver that and get something out of it by becoming a member of the world's largest coin club.
Yeah, I'm a life member, so I never pay. But yeah, for somebody just walking up, so
Yes,
A&A does offer
I am a life
benefits.
member too, sir.
Yeah, they do offer things to people, and one of the great things about the A&A that I find so fascinating is they send you a magazine every month, the
Yep.
numismatist or whatever they
Wait
call
a
it.
minute. They send you a magazine every month?
Yeah,
I'm going to have to call Jennifer. I ain't been getting one every month.
well, maybe you got the wrong address on it.
I
You got to
got the
update your
same
address
address
and
I
move,
had
man.
for years.
But you got
They
to
show
update
up
your
every
address.
once in a while, but not every month.
Does silver and gold go up depending on interest rates or something? Says Scorpio. Thanks for the question, my friend. We'll let Mike take that one.
Uh, in today's world, no, not always. The way it used to be, yes, interest rate had a lot to play with it.
Kind of,
Jobs, the job market always had a lot to do with it. But right now, we got a world where you need a real crystal ball to find out which way they're going to really bring it.
yeah, it's kind of beaten to its own drum. And Mustang Dave chatter about the Feds lowering the rates. They are supposed to lower the rates 0.25 basis points or zero point 0.5 basis points tomorrow, as a matter of fact, from what I read today on my Google info. So, yeah, the same question that was just asked. Okay, here's a noob. I caught that. It says, "Hello, coin. I'm a noob." Jackknife, thanks for coming and watching. We really appreciate it, my friend. Please begin questions in the future on the talk show with question marks so I can, see you better. I just happened to notice the word noob in there. My question is, while the American Eagle is the most popular 1 ounce gold coin over the American Gold Buffalo, I like the tax advantage of the higher purity of the Buffalo. Um, I think in some states, what he's talking about is they charge tax on bullion unless it's pure, right? Or is that not true?
Well, no, that's not true.
Oh,
They're
we
not supposed
totally
to
can't
come.
see it all there, man. Yeah, I'm
But
going to take this question
I'm
down.
gonna tell you, you want a good 24 karat gold, buy a maple leaf.
Maples have a lower premium
A
on them.
lot lower premium than gold buffaloes or eagles.
So yeah, Jackknife. Thanks for watching this show. We appreciate the question. I do like the Eagle
But
myself.
back to interest rate, guys. I don't know. I got a friend that was in the shop the other day. And yeah, we know they're going to be doing this down, but for some reason, his bank is at the end of the month is when they're supposed to get. He's on a adjusted rate that they can raise once a year. They sent them the letter early to raise it, so they can't lower it for another year. I told him to go back into his bank and argue with him as soon as they do the interest rate adjustment because they sent it to him a month early. So watch it if you guys got them letters. Look at your dates that you were actually set. If you're on a fixed rate on a bank loan, they a lot of them are sending them out early because they're trying to keep your interest rates up.
Yeah. Hopefully, there's another kind of CD calls where people are getting their CDs called in because some people did call CDs instead of fixed CDs. And when the interest rate starts going down, the bank says, "Nope, we're canceling. That's it. We're closing the CD." They'll call it. Here's Wild School says, "I met these guys at A&A. Unfortunately, I didn't meet Angel, the better half." No, she was not feeling like making a trip that day because for us, it's a 3.5 hour trip.
Well, you
4 hours.
didn't think Keith was the better half?
No, I'm the worst half. Did you know the Chief Iron Tail is the person on the old Buffalo nickels? I did not know who the image was. Um, I know Black Diamond is the Buffalo on the Buffalo nickels, but as far as the Chief, I'm not sure. But if you say so, maybe someone will back it up. I don't know because I don't know honestly.
I don't know either. I never really looked into it, but now I'm going to
Inkman
have
says,
to.
which is better, Gold Maples, Philharmonics? Both are 4.9s fine. Well, in Europe, Philharmonics are better, whether they're silver or gold. Yeah, all over the Eurasia continents, both of them. Which one do you think's better, Mike? Maples or Philharmonics for
Once again, I'm going to say
our
Maples
continent?
because I can sell the Maples a lot faster.
Yeah, I think Inkman. I think the Maples are better here for the U.S., the North American continent. That is.
The people recognize them more.
Oh, we got to throw this up. Johnny Rainbow says, "I'm a boob, but a noob, but I know what I know, and I don't what I don't. Don't blindly trust a bank." There you
Hey,
go.
wait,
That's
they're showing their true colors again. Send them letters out early like that.
well, that's because they want to sit there and not lose out. I mean, the banks sit there and do a lot with different types of
Well,
loans.
they got these when they do an in-house bank loan, they got these house rates they set, and they're supposed to be adjusted once a year, and they're taking advantage of it by doing it before, even though it's set at a certain time of the year, and they move it up. They're cheating you. They're helping the bank, and they're cheating you.
You should invite yourself, Mrs. Coin Crew. There you go. Invite yourself to whatever you want, honey. I don't mind. Uh, will the 1854 gold Type 1 MS64 hold its value, or is it time to sell CAC PCGS? I don't like to sell old gold once I put it in my stack. I'm kind of weird like that. Actually, I don't like to sell any gold when I put it
Well,
in my stack. What do you think, bro? Is it time to sell that? I mean, if you were buying it to resell,
uh,
would
you
you say,
know, um, maybe I'm speaking out of line. But I think now that CAC is making their own holders, I think they should be put on the same level playing field as NGC and PCGS. They all should be valued the same. I mean, because now they're making their own holders. Now, it was different when they was putting the CAC sticker on the holders to say, yeah, they agreed with that. But I feel that's the way I feel. I mean, it's up to you guys how you feel. But I if you bring in a CAC coin to me now, I don't treat it any different than just a regular PCGS or NGC any longer. Oh my God, that's it. I'm out of here.
Out
Yeah.
here.
we got Mrs. Coin Crew in the
I
house.
invited myself.
So, yeah.
I'm leaving.
She just invited herself to the party.
Yeah, let me bring the cats. We'll get Mike out of here with the cats.
Hey, now you know I'm allergic to cats. I'll be sneezing everywhere.
I'm going to read this comment, and then
Selling
I'm going
gold
to
at
touch a subject
4K,
that happened
selling
last week
silver at
before we
40,
answer
but
it.
I
Selling gold at 4,000, selling gold at 4K, selling over silver over 40, but I will reinvest and always have some of each. Yeah, I think that's important to do. But something was happening last week. There were some of the sites and customers were coming in and said, "Oh, it's 2,600 gold." They kept saying it all week long. I said, "No, it's not 2,600." I went to these different sites. I don't know if people were pushing the price up to 2,600 at a point, or they were just trying to get me to pay more. I said, I'm not paying that high because it's, they wanted me to pay my
wait,
premium
but
plus
now
2,600 instead of premium plus 20,
they were selling over
25.75.
they were selling over 26, and some
Oh, they
guys
were
still are.
selling over that, but they were calling spot at that.
Oh, they was calling
So,
spot that they was way off because it wasn't.
yeah,
It never hit it.
yeah, that's what I thought too. But yeah, once gold gets it at 4,000 or silver gets it at 40, yeah, I'm still a buyer. Just depends on where the market, how it's going as to whether I will sit there and you know what percentage above or below spot I would pay. Which is better, butter or caramel? Quit it.
I gotta say caramel.
Hi, BB.
Yeah, I don't know. I like buttered popcorn, not
It
caramel.
sounds to me like you like yawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the mods if someone puts yawn in there, just delete the comment. These people are being mean to me.
but the mods do it more than anybody.
I know. So yeah, mods, delete your own comment. I don't know. That's terrible. It is the mods that do it more than anybody. Okay,
Yeah.
Mustang Dave says I saw the 2,600 spot on Apex. True or not? Who knows?
It was
It's
not
quite
true.
well. If it did happen,
It never hit 26. I was on this site all week long because I was in the show.
what I'm saying, if Atmax did post it at 26, it's because they were trying to help push it up. They may have posted it there for a short time. It's possible. I don't know. We weren't there,
We
every
wasn't
second
on
of the day.
AppMax, but I'm watching. I got Kiko up the whole time when I'm at the show watching the numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kitco never touched it. But it is possible. It's like people selling gasoline. They'll sit there, this guy will go a nickel higher, this guy will go a nickel higher, trying to get it pushed up. And when they know it's not going for that. LCS here in New York City say they
I was
are
reading that.
expecting higher premiums soon. Do you agree? Says Steve Lapointe. I do. What about you, bro?
What's that? I'm
Do
sorry.
you expect higher premiums pretty soon?
I'm already starting to see them.
I mean, seriously, guys, when a person buys an ounce of gold and they pay, let's just say just for hypothetical, let's say they pay spot and they could only sell it for $100 over spot. What business, except for the coin business, will someone spend $2,500 to make $100 profit? The premiums cannot stay down forever. It's going to come to a point. You try to sell something to APMEX that's not bullion, they're not buying it unless they pay 60% of spot. A
Rhonda
lot
didn't
of the
put
big
no
dealers are
question
like
marks,
that.
but evidently one of her places sold gold for 2,700 the other day.
Whoa! I don't know if should say good for them or for getting a profit or ouch for the person buying it.
I'm going to say ouch for the person buying it.
I do think the premiums are too low on gold, though. I mean, for a dealer, he has to move a lot of gold to make any kind of profit, and not a bad bid price. But the thing is if the person doesn't move a lot of gold and they pay that, let's just say spots 2,600 again, and they pay 2,600, and gold goes down. It's been moving up and down. Sometimes it can go $50 easy, and he can't even sell it but 100 over. If it goes down 105, he loses money. So I think the buy sell ratios are too close. But
Yeah,
is what it
I want to touch something else too. If you, a little off track here, if you don't mind, I'm going to take us a little off track. Is that okay?
let me touch this. I meant 2,500, not $25, Mud Swat.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, guys, listen. I had a customer in today, and I seen what I've seen before, and it really kind of bothered me a little bit, guys. When you're on your sites, your TVs or whatever, be careful what you buy. I'm not going to mention any names, but the poor guy bought two proof sets, a 94 and a 98 from a certain company. I won't say the company's name. They charged him $232 with tax and everything for two sets.
What?
Guys, these are a $10 sets, not $100 something sets.
I just sold three. I put them up for auction, three different proof sets. What did we get? Like $15, $16 for three of them
Yeah.
on an
Yeah,
auction.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
but these are only $10 sets. They're a little bit better, but they're not. There's a lot of sets are only $2 and $3. The other thing, guys, and I was telling them, be real careful when you're online and you're dealing with these telemarketers, and they asked you, is it okay to use your card in past previous sales? Usually, most people will say, yeah, because you're thinking about maybe ordering. The thing is, you just gave them permission and they got you recorded to use that card. They start sending you stuff every month. Yes, you send it back, or they say, okay, but they're going to keep sending it to you. The only way then you can stop it, because it's all legal because of what you said, you got to shut that card down. You got to go to your bank, shut it down, the whole 9 yards. It's a lot of headache. So if you're buying online and they asked you that, say no. If I need something else, I will let you know. That's all I got to say.
What's the most counterfeited coin in your store? For me, it's probably silver dollars. I find a few of those here and there, but most of the time, I stop the counterfeits coming in.
No, I'm sitting on probably about 70 seated dollars.
Seated dollar for you?
Yeah. Well, no, I got a bunch of Morgans too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying dollars. I'm not saying Morgan's piece.
we got a few counterfeits sometimes make it in. We had a guy bring in some today that he bought from a company online. Now he's got to go back and try to get his money back.
Okay, so dollars. It's because it's a bigger chunk of silver. Inkman says not factoring in the premiums, which is a better investment long term, whole gold ounces, single ounces, or fractional gold. Well, if you say no premiums, fractional all day long, and in some cases even with the premiums, the higher gold gets, the more expensive it is to buy, even in a fractional sense. Therefore, limiting or cutting out some of your buyers, your buyer pool, whether it be additional stores or people, your buyer pool is smaller. Fewer people have more money.
But fractionals, I haven't yet to see, unless a dealer just is wanting to dump it off real fast. Buying fractionals for the same price as 1 ounce gold is usually not heard of.
No, it's not. It's just unheard of. That's the only thing I can add to that. It's agreement. Premiums on 1/10 and other fractional gold is 26%.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about right for retail.
No, it's not.
It might be a little high, like 2 or 3% high, because we're paying 10% on average to buy it from wholesalers. So maybe 20% it would be top.
20% is the number. They're a little bit high.
Yeah, they're not like totally out of the park, but yeah. But he's in New York too, so.
Oh, geez. Then I'm surprised it ain't 30%.
Yeah, there you go, Steve. Be thankful. You're in New York, buddy. Everything's expensive up there. I was reading, I don't know if it's true or not. I was reading an article at one point a year or so ago where commercial real estate in downtown New York City is like $1,200 a square foot. You know what that translates to a month for just one 1 square foot. That's $100 a month for a square foot. Could you imagine how much rent it would be on an average size LCS at 1,500 square feet times 1,200? That's a lot of money. So I don't know, Steve. Do you know anything about that? Is it that expensive to be in New York City downtown or whatever? I
It's
would
pretty
imagine.
expensive.
Now I don't know if that's on the ground level or if up in. It's probably on the ground level.
Silver bullion coins, silver bullion bars.
What do most people buy in your store? Silver, gold, bars, rounds.
Yeah, he's constitutional. Yeah, people buying. Yeah.
Which one they buy most in your store, Mike?
Well, guys, once again, I'm telling you, we're moving into a different market. But when it comes to bullion, we're probably selling more silver rounds than anything. But we are starting to sell a ton of collectibles now.
Well, he's just talking about bullion, constitutional rounds or bars.
Where rounds are beating everything, silver rounds.
They're actually pushed more. There's a little bit lower premium on rounds and bars. How would each of you spend $2,500 in collectible gold coins today?
You ain't gonna get much.
No, you
That's
don't.
what I was just saying. You don't get much.
Haters over here, you don't get much. Yeah, you don't get much for $2,500 in gold today on collectibles. It would have to be a fractional, of course, at that level.
I might be able to say. I might be able to say like 3 of them baseballs. Baseballs.
I would go for classic gold.
Buy some libs.
Buy some libs. Libs are more popular, even though
you can't get a lib for $2,500 now.
Well, no, we're talking about
fractional ones.
An eagle or a half eagle, not a double eagle. When you stop and look at the whole picture, I think I want to say I would love to get a hold of a Dahlonega or a Charlotte, but I don't know if you can get a small one like that. But if you could, I would rather spend the $2,500 on that. So yeah, there's that.
J-Dog, $5.
I'm not down there yet. I'm too slow.
Well, I might as well.
What products are most people buying these days in terms of gold? I think buying 10th ounces. What about you, bro?
Eagles. I'm selling a lot of 1 ounce maples still.
I'm selling fractional. I'm selling 10th ounce gold eagles the most.
Fractional. Once again, I'm selling more 10th ounce maples.
Mudswat wants to know: do you have a sign in the front windows that says we buy gold?
We don't.
We do not have that sign.
I do not.
Most coin shops, if they're respectable, they won't have it. The guys that usually
now my pawn shop does down the street, or jewelry store across street does. Now for the people that go in there, you usually get told, "Well, okay, come back in about an hour," and they run up the street to me to get their cash.
Now, most generally, and not in all cases, if someone has a sign saying "We buy gold" inside their window saying "Come in," they most generally don't pay fair because they want to get everybody's attention they can. But there are some instances where they do. I stay away from stores with that in the front window, even if they're a coin shop. Have you seen some of these telemarketers going after older people? I've seen a few where they paid.
That's usually who they target.
Of coins, and seems like they are targeting 70s and up. People, as they get older, tend to be less conscious of what things are actually worth when it comes to coins. And yeah, that is wrong. The Cajun Bob.
That is who they mostly targeted, is the elderly.
Because they can't get the younger folks that are in the right
mind. They do get some of the younger folks. I've had younger guys come in that fell for it. But the thing is, that's who they mostly like to target.
If had 10,000, what gold or silver products would you buy and why? I did buy a CC gold for that. That's all I'm going to say.
I offered to buy it back for more.
I buy CC gold right around that 10,000. That's all I got to say about that. Oh, look, I'm finally there. J-Dog, $5 super chat. Hey, Coin Crew, a.k.a. Just a Guy in Mid-America.
Again, there you go, Jay.
Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Guys, your super chats really help support the channel. Okay, if you had a bent wheel, would you wait months to fix it?
Ugh.
No, I would quit. He did that on purpose.
Yes, I did.
A average better 5,600, studio 3,500 to 4,500. Nobody is renting stores. 30% are. That's because they want $1,200 a square foot per annual. Which, if let's say you had a 100 square foot place, that's just 100 square feet. That's $120,000. Is that right? At $100, 100 times. No, that ain't right. I don't know. I can't do the calculating in my head. That's a lot. What's 1,500 times?
I guess I'm gonna move to New York and open me up a store.
1,500 times 100, or times times 100.
150.
I'm doing this wrong. So
You are.
okay, 1,500 times 1,200. Whoa, smokes! That's 16.8 million divided by 12. That's too much. It's too much. I think I did it
Well,
wrong.
how much was it?
I calculated something wrong. If it's 1,500 square feet and they're charging 1,200,
You wrote 11,000.
oh well, take off one of them ones. So it's like $16,000 a month or something for rent.
Times what?
I'm moving to New York. I'm on my way,
1,200.
guys.
All right.
15 times 12.
Okay, so that's 1.8 million divided by 12. Divided by 12 months, and that's how much you get. That's how much you have to pay for a retail space.
Well, I'm gonna rent one.
So you'd have, for a store my size, which is 1,500 square feet, you'd have to pay 150,000 rent a month.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
So I'd have to pay twice that because mine's just 3,000 square feet here.
Yeah, you would. Are y'all buying gold chains or jewelry?
Of course we are.
Always. How are American classic silver and modern commemoratives doing? Do people buy a lot of these coins? Which commemoratives are most popular? It depends on who's hot at the time, really, on the commemoratives. I mean, different themes on them. So that's my guess. Because it changes. Sometimes it may be Lincoln or Washington or, I don't know, baseball, basketball. 20 months! Thank you, my friend, for being a channel member for so long. Channel memberships also help out the channel, guys.
They have like flea markets in New York.
Yeah, do they have flea markets in New York? Like where you set up at a weekend? I don't know if they even have the space. Not in downtown for sure. They might have in some of the outer cities or something.
Okay, I'll take them all.
No lie, premiums in New York is about the same as I saw when I was out in Tulsa. Just depends where you go. Some guys paying more overhead than others. Yeah, no doubt about that. Different people pay different prices for overhead, which affects their premiums. Have you ever won free gold or silver at coin shows? They offer you chances to win free gold or silver?
Yeah, they do raffles.
Mike,
What about it?
have you ever won gold or silver free at a coin show?
Heck no, I haven't. I'm not that lucky.
But you've given it away free.
I have.
Both gold and silver. So yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not that lucky. 1 trillion seconds was over 33,000 years ago. We're printing one of those every 100 days. Wow. Math is fun. Math is hard. I'm not going to lie to you. Quahog Stacker, how do you break down gold jewelry like a 1 ounce of 10 karat versus a 1 ounce of 18 karat? The purity level, 18 karat is 75% pure and 10 karat is 41.7% pure.
I thought you were selling them all to me.
Multiply the spot down and break it down. Man, it's hard. You just got to know the purities of each carat. And 14 karat, just for your info, is 58.5% pure. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. What advice would you give a person attending a coin show for the first time?
Buy from me.
if you don't buy from Mike, walk around, price it, feel people.
And then buy from Keith.
I recommend buy for who you like and trust.
That is
They
true.
may not necessarily be the cheapest, but you don't want to support somebody that just rubs you
Walk
the wrong
around,
way,
fill them
even if
out,
they are the
and
cheapest.
we got a lot of good dealers that attend
Ask
our
questions.
show.
Yeah, there you go. Miss Coin Crew's got a better version of it.
Walk around, ask people questions. If people don't want to answer your questions, then don't go back to their table. I don't know.
There you go. That's Mrs. Coin Crew's version of it.
If you come to Tulsa and you talk to somebody, I'll make sure they all guide you to me.
My LCS got scammed thousands when the person brought in a real gold chain. LCS tested it good. The scammer put it back in his bag, renegotiated the price, gave them an identical fake gold chain. That, my friend Scorpio, was your LCS's fault. When a item, whether it be coin or jewelry, goes out of your site, you should retest it. I've done that before, and I've always retested it. And I tell people, you took it out of my site, when you put it back, I've got to retest it.
Once you agree upon a price, we take it and put it behind us.
Yeah, so he should have retested it once it went back. I see what he did, because he said the scammer put it back in his bag, then negotiated the price. I would have never have allowed that without retesting it first. Yeah, that was his
If it
fault.
walks out of my store, it gets tested.
Yeah, some people do. He probably won't do it again. That's for sure. Corker, you can get an apartment in Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Staten Island for $1,700-$1,800. These apartments are called railroad straight, one room after another. So what? They're one room apartments? Is that what you're saying?
They put you on a railroad car.
I would think that would be like a studio apartment, one room,
like a tiny house.
Because I've heard prices are expensive. I don't know. I don't live in New York, so I don't really know. My advice for a new show is do not buy, sell, trade on the first opportunity you see. That is another great advice. Walk around, talk to
Only
people.
if you want to sell them to me.
Do you sell any precious stones in your store? Diamonds, rubies, emeralds, jades, quartz, blue cornets, mother of pearl, etc. I don't sell precious gems. Do you sell precious gems, Mike?
No, we do not. We don't really sell precious gems, but we do have a jeweler that we use, and if there's a stone in there and it's somebody I know real well, we will make a ring for him with one.
I like Juan's statement about the shows. He says, "Buy from the people that are here." I think he meant to say here on Tuesdays, answering any questions you may have. There, I like Juan. He's a nice guy.
You're a good guy. I don't care what Keith said about you.
How much cash would you typically recommend a person have to buy at shows? I recommend
Depends on how much you want to buy.
Depends on what you're
depends on what you're looking for, the distance you're traveling. I mean, because what you have to remember is gold itself, melt value is over 2,500. It's almost 26.
It's on the payroll.
So it's just kind of there, It just depends on you as a person what you really want to collect. I remember when I was a young person, I used to like to go with 200 or 300, and now that I'm older, I think it's not good to go with less than 5,000. It just depends on what you want. They would pay me they would have to pay me that to live there. I guess he's talking about New York. Al says that's 4 rooms, 2 bedrooms, living room, and a kitchen. Wow, that sounds real reasonable, but it's in Brooklyn. It's not in New York. Brooklyn is a borough of New York. But yeah, that's still 1,800. That sounds reasonable. Oh, here we go. Coin shop. Santa Coin and Gem Shop. There are also fairly priced retail space in New York's inside an exchange building or office with retail floors in Brooklyn that have first floor retail shops for under $1,000. Wow. Maybe I should go to New York. That's cheap. Retail shop less than 1,000. Wow. So I guess it depends on where you're located. Are you in the front or are you behind a person? Because they're probably that $1,200 a square foot is probably right on the street type window type thing. But yeah, he's saying inside an exchange building on the on the ground floor. So yeah, thank you, Santana Coin and Gym Shop. Wow. So yeah, if people know you, that's I guess that would work. Oh, and buy from Mike. Juan's on the payroll, says Mustang. Good thing I like about buying from Coin Crew, etc., is I know the coins are 100% real. It's a gambling buy, buying from eBay or online, etc. Buy from a trusted seller. I'm not telling you guys to buy from me or buy from Mike, but buy from somebody you trust. There's no doubt about it. Thank you, Scorpio. Definitely buy from somebody you trust. Tommy Stecker.
I was laughing at that one.
She was laughing at this one. At this one here.
Yeah.
Why are there so many grumpy men?
Grumpy/mean old men coin dealers at coin shows. He's like, I refuse to buy from them.
Well, that's something I notice a lot. Some of the older gents, they're starting to go away. I think it's because they're aging out, so to speak, where they can't do shows or they're just not with us anymore.
Sorry, I was
When I
late
was
night
younger, I
silver
used to see
deal.
that a lot. I don't so much anymore. I don't know why there are. I guess people seeing, and I see it a lot where young people coming into the hobby, they're getting bigger a lot faster than I did. And that's because everything's much more expensive. So they're hustling more. They got the drive. And as you get older, you don't have the drive, and maybe they're just jealous. I don't know.
Maybe they're constipated.
Really?
Or
I don't know.
like
I'm still
maybe they're constipated.
I'm still hustling and driving.
And you're not a grumpy old man at a coin show either.
No, I'm not.
All right, then.
I'm a happy-go-lucky old man. And all them young guys like dealing with me because I'm happy-go-lucky.
Who was your biggest influence in shaping your perspectives on precious metals?
I would have to probably say Leon. Leon.
Yeah. Silvertown, Leon Hendricks.
He was the founder of Silvertown. He started in 48, was it, or 46?
1959. 59.
No, I thought he started earlier than that in the 40s.
Well, no, he had restaurants and stuff like that, but he actually opened the shop in 59.
Yeah.
He opened it in his basement of his house.
Yeah, but he used to do flea markets before that.
Yeah. I think a lot of good dealers,
but
nothing more or less.
Up until the day he finally couldn't do shows, he was always happy. I
know, right? Remember,
I think that's why I'm always happy, because I seen him so happy. So there's got to be something to be happy about.
Remember, he carried around that $1804 in his pocket.
Oh yes,
and it was a real one. I mean, you're talking a multi-million-dollar coin. This guy carried it around in his pocket. He had it in a plastic holder,
man.
But still, it was in a flip. But he carried it around in his pocket for good luck, he said. Have you ever been mugged at coin shows? What steps have coin shows taken to protect these dealers? A lot of coin dealers get mugged off and on. They provide security.
No, a lot of dealers don't. Only the dealers don't think smart.
Yeah, that's the ones that usually get mugged. When I leave a show, I'm always looking to see if somebody's behind me.
Don't stop anytime.
I got a big truck with a big tank, so if you guys can drive 600 miles, then you can catch me.
That's right. So, Jackknives. Oh, there we go. Jackknives got the questions. Noob question. Thank you, Jackknife. Appreciate you coming and joining in. How big or small is the demand for ancient coins, those that are not perfectly minted round? When I get them, I sell them pretty quick on my auction. So I don't know if the demand is great, but I have some demand for them. What about you, bro? Ancients.
Actually, there is still a good demand for ancients. And there is a few ancient dealers that come to all the big coin shows I come to.
Did you have one set up in Tulsa last summer?
We did, and he'll be back.
Okay, JJ, why do Muskegon squirrels like your... Alrighty then. We don't want to go there with that question. Jetmac, thanks for the question. Those old guys already have their theirs and don't need to make as many deals. That is true. That is sometimes a case where you get grumpy old man. They don't really care. They're just there for the socialization of their older friends. They don't want to talk to the public.
Uh,
I've seen that a lot.
I did. Even though I could quit right now, I'm afraid that's what would make me grumpy. So I got to stay happy and keep moving.
Here's a great question. How do you explain the rise in spot when it's typically a low season right now? Why is silver and gold going up if normally it goes down in September?
Well, we can't touch that one. I could tell you, but it now we're dealing into politics, so we'll back that off.
This is an election year, and that's probably part of
That's
it.
right.
Gold Maple, have you known any grumpy old coin dealers who get mugged at coins
Not
shows?
at the show.
Nobody gets mugged at the show. It's after they leave. I've known people to
Anybody that tries to mug somebody at a show has to be pretty stupid.
pretty ballsy too. Yeah.
Because
Usually,
there's so many guns usually around that show, and you got a lot of security usually at a good show like ours. So it would take a lot, and you
usually
better be
coin
ready to
dealers
be
get
shot
mugged,
because that's what's
they'll
probably going to
stop
happen in the end.
somewhat quick, someplace that's not super public. Or I've heard of guys go in to a gas station that has a little restaurant, sit down at the restaurant and eat and not even be able to see their car. And they
They
got
lose their
charged.
stuff
They
sometimes.
lose their stuff. Qualcoholic Stagger says, "Oh, the coin dealers in my area have a big gun on the hip." They do. A lot of them travel like that. So be careful.
Guys, just remember in the state of Oklahoma, it's a right to carry, and a lot of guys carry 2 or 3.
Yeah. So if one
If
of
you
you guys
think
are
you got
living
their gun, you
in
better watch it. They got ankle guns. They got guns in their cars. So be careful. That's all I got to say.
I pay less than $1 per square foot for my house. When buying $10 or $20 face value mercs, is it reasonable to ask to sort through the coins to eliminate slicks? Tommy, usually they have a price where you pick out of a bowl or they have them already in a bag, but most dealers should have them sorted to where there's not slicks in there. Yes, some of the early dates may be a little less meaty than newer dates, but that's just a common thing. But if you can't see the date, they shouldn't be retailing it.
No, we pull all dateless ones out and we throw them in a bucket.
But yeah, it's not unreasonable because they already have it sorted for a.
And I'll be honest with you on this, Tommy. If you came up to me and I do $20 face bags and you asked to go through it, I'm charging you more.
A lot of times you will get charged more to search the stuff. I have people. I give a point less buying it by the bag than I do.
We put goods to AUs in them bags sometimes, so we're not going to let you pull all the AUs out and leave all the junk in there, as I call it.
If where you're buying them from has a lot of slicks, I suggest don't buy them from those people.
But usually a good coin dealer will search.
You guys hear what she said? She said, "Don't buy it from people who has a lot of slicks."
Yeah, because most people will pull them out, but some people, if they don't, then I would suggest
they sell it by weight. If you're buying it by weight, then there's really nothing you can do. What do you think will happen tomorrow with the Fed? And what do you think gold and silver will do afterwards? I think we touched on that topic already.
We did.
Rates are going down about 0.25 to 0.5 basis points, which means could have a positive impact on gold and silver. Here you go, Santana, Coin, and Jim. I know he didn't begin it with question marks, but I had to put this up because I do have an opinion about this. What do you guys think about PCGS Ultra Breaks? I think it's a gamble. It's like the lottery. You're going to have a couple winners and more losers than winners.
Okay. Well, guys, I don't know if you checked out Silver Seeker's deal. He could have been a winner. We was at a Ravenhawk show in Norman. He said, "Let me do a video on them break bags." I said, "Okay." I said, "Why don't you just buy one for $200?" "No, I don't want to buy one for $200. I'm just gonna just let me open it." I said, "Okay, fine." I let him open it, and he opened it. It was the gold sealed label. $450 coin.
And
Now
how
he
many-
wanted to keep it. He's ready to pay me the 200. I said, no, it don't work like that. You didn't want to do that. So we have the coin still.
So I think it's more of a
But
gamble.
if you want to win, let Silver Seeker open it for you because he's lucky.
I think if you want a good coin, just buy it. Don't gamble for it.
Or
There's
just
more
hire
losers than winners.
Seeker to open your envelope for you.
Yeah, there's more losers than winners.
Yeah. Would you personally buy coins from grumpy old people at coin shows? I wouldn't. No. Yes or no, Mike? Would you buy them from grumpy old people at shows?
Yeah, I'd buy one from him, especially if he tells me it's $5 and it's a $500 coin sitting there. I'll buy it all day long. If he's mad about it, I'm going to take it.
Do you have any stories about dealers selling their entire business? What kind of deal does a buyer get? Jackknife, I have a story. I had a coin dealer out of Chicago. I'm going to make this quick because I don't want to take up a lot of time on this. He offered, I was at a show, and he said, I'll give you $150,000 for everything on your table. He said, you can't count it or nothing. And I looked at the table and I said, well, this section is somebody else's stuff. I can't sell you that. He said, okay, $150,000 for everything except for that little section, which was like 10 coins. And I said, what do you mean everything? He says, the showcases, the lights, everything. You pack it up or don't even pack it up. I'll give you $150,000. You can leave. I'm like, I didn't have a lot of gold at the time. It would have probably did me good to do it, but no, I didn't do it. Did you ever have any stories about hearing coin dealers?
Actually, yeah, in St. Charles. And I won't mention the guy's name because he's well known, but in the coin industry, he came up to my table. He must have thought I was a dummy or something. He looked over in my gold case and said, I'll give you $100,000. I looked down in the gold case. I got a stack of Eagles, 17 of them right there. Just there. Then I looked over and I started looking at my Buffaloes. I had a stack of them. I had $250,000 worth of gold stacked in that case. So it was pretty easy for me to tell him to keep his 100,000.
Well, for me, the 150,000, I didn't have much gold. There might have been 2 or 3 pieces.
That's all that case was.
Gold was about $1,000 an ounce, but I had 5 or 6 showcases, and there just wasn't much there. So, hindsight, I should have sold and not worried about losing because it wouldn't have been that much of a loss. But that's my story, and I'm sticking.
Well, you was in St. Charles. You seen that gold case I had?
I remember that one. Yeah,
I would have lost. It didn't take me long to look at it, everything down there.
What's the most interesting?
And by the way, I just bought gold from this guy at the same time and put it in that same case.
What's the most interesting coin for sale that you wanted to buy at a coin show but didn't because of price? Oh, that that reminds me. That was that was the day that I sold you like $40,000 worth of gold, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was in the case too. And
What's
he
the
only
most
offered me
interesting coin you didn't
$100,000
buy
for that
because of
case.
price?
Yeah, the guy would have scored big time if I'd have said yes, but I didn't have to think long. Just 2 seconds looking down and said, no, I don't think that's going to work for me.
Do you have an interesting coin you didn't buy at a show because of price? I don't have any.
No.
I usually buy them if I like them. Sometimes price.
Common Double Eagle St. Gaudens MS65, a good buy today. It depends on what price you're getting them at.
What's 68 to 69 Morgan? I never seen no 69 Morgan in person.
Oh, I thought at the one show there was like a 60.
It really depends on what they're selling to you at to tell you if it was a good buy or not.
Yeah, that's a common graded 65 a good buy. Yeah, price depends on that, Juan. So, wow, I'm way behind. All right, I'm not too far behind.
Yeah, it's 8:15, buddy.
Oh, wow, is it already?
8:09
guys.
here.
Yeah, and we just kept answering questions and questions. I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. This is the first time I looked at everybody being here. There's 71 people here. Wow.
Wait a minute. Read this one here. Go to Bruce and look at what he's got there.
Please hit the thumbs up if you like the show tonight. Bruce says, last year I bought 4 2023 Silver American Eagles on eBay. Weighed 22 grams. Acid test revealed they were copper silver plated. I won't buy on eBay again. Bruce, I don't recommend buying stuff like that if the price seems too good to be true.
I stopped putting stuff on eBay. I pulled away from them too, Bruce.
The reason why I pulled away is I didn't want to pay the fees. But short after I pulled away, I started seeing a lot of this, and I'm thinking, I'm glad I pulled away because there's a lot of people selling fake stuff there. Buy from somebody you
I
know.
pulled away because of a $10 Indian, and eBay. Even though the eagle or the $10 Indian they sent back was a different date, they still took the buyer's side. I got back a beat up, scratched up one. I sent the BU-32 out and got back a 26, all beat up and scratched up, looked like a jewelry piece.
Bruce, I do appreciate you throwing that comment, but I'm going to have to throw you under the bus here real quick. You ready for it? Silver Seeker's the boss. That's just wrong, man. We all know he's okay, but I don't know. He's just another
Hey,
guy to me.
no,
Oh,
wait
he's
a
all
minute
right.
now. I feel like you just threw me under the bus saying that.
Why Silver Seeker? He's saying Silver Seeker's the boss.
I know. That's what I feel like. Bruce just threw me under the bus.
I know he threw all of us under the bus, so we had to throw him back. He threw us under the bus, so we had to, Now Silver Seeker's all right. He's all right. He's a good guy. I do go do some videos on his channel. Mike's done some with him. So if you want to check those out, just go
He's
to
a good guy, but we won't tell him so. Okay.
Yeah, don't tell him we said that. Yeah, we don't want him to know. So yeah, you can go to his channel, check out some of his vids with us in there, interview vids. Steve LaPointe says, excellent show tonight. Thanks all for coming. Join us on Coin Crew Sunday Fun Day auction. He forgot to write that, but we know what he meant. So, guys, I do thank everybody for being here. Jackknife Red Book is good for beginners. Good informational book, but not good
Not
for
for
price.
pricing, but to help you know what's
Yeah.
So and Jackknife said he
All right, guys, I got to sign off here.
Jackknife's suggest. Is it okay if I suggest a live stream idea? I would like to see you guys scroll through an auction house like heritage.com and talk about the items, your thoughts on the prices. That's kind of an ideal. Maybe we can do that
sometime. Yeah.
Sometime, and because they do have auctions. Do remember though, Heritage, they got a 17% buyer premium or something like that, some ungodly amount. So, guys,
I might be able to reach out to Mark and them and see and Cal and see if they'll let me come out there and do something like that, and I can invite Keith.
No, we can just go through their online stuff. They have an auction.
We could do a live one with them.
Oh yeah,
I think Cal would let us do that. He's one of the big bosses there at Heritage.
No, what he's talking about, what Jack and I was talking about, is us just giving our comments on items they have up for auction.
Oh, we could do that too. Yeah, we could do that.
We're going to talk about doing an auction.
Let's do
that
it.
sounds like something we can do.
Maybe we might just do Stacks and Bowers and go ahead and do great collections too. Why not?
Yeah, just a different idea.
Per time.
Yeah, we'll pick one per time. Maybe make it. I don't know. Maybe a once a month thing or something. We don't know at this time. We'll figure something out. So anyway, guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. If you really enjoyed tonight's show, please share it on your YouTube community tab. Let other people see the video today. That would be great. I thank everybody for the support, and we're going to let this guy here close out with something.
Okay, guys, thank you for coming. Listen, guys, we got some shows coming up. We got the Carthage show coming up in November. We're going to have the June show next year, and we want to see a lot of you guys there. We'd love to have you guys there. But most of all, I really thank everybody that came into the stream, and hopefully you can come in next Tuesday and join us again. And we will try to hit some of them topics you're asking for. So, guys, thank you for coming.
Hey, look at that. I'm back. So, yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
Blow yourself up so we can talk about.
Mrs. Coin Crew doesn't normally come up that much.
Will you blow yourself up so we can get a full picture of you now?
Myself, so I did.
So you want to say
that thing keeps popping out there. It looks like a squirrel.
Yeah, it's a scary squirrel. I'm not.
It does. It scares the crap right out of me.
All right, guys. Yeah, who needs to be? Oh, now she's camera ready. She got a turd on her head.
She looks like a turd.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And don't be a stranger. Have a great week. Bye.